What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and today I'm here to talk about Warhammer 40K. In this one, I will be going over what could be happening between Vashtor and the Tau Empire, more specifically, Commander Farsight. So in the past coming months, we will be seeing more books be released for this new campaign that pits Abaddon, Vashtor, and Angron against the forces of the Imperium, and at the end of all this, we will see probably the Orcs and the Tau come into this campaign as well. The Arks of Omen have really shifted the gears of the whole galaxy, because we have a demigod being introduced in the form of Vashtor the Archifane, a demigod of technology, innovation, and anything that has to do with just manufacturing and scientific discoveries. Now, I don't know about you guys, but a race that has to do a lot with technology is the Tau. The Tau is the youngest superpower currently in the galaxy, and they have gone from basically being primitive to a spacefaring technological nation of just a bunch of auxiliaries. So they have a bunch of Xenos within their ranks. They don't have faster than light travel, but they do have really powerful weapons, and it's all thanks to technology. So could the Tau be feeding into Vashtor becoming a demigod? Is the Tau the key to becoming, or to reaching apotheosis and for Vashtor to ascend to a god of chaos? Let's go ahead and dive into some theories in this 40k video. So first and foremost, Vashtor is teaming up with Abaddon and Angron to collect artifacts that will basically combine together to form a key that will unlock a vault and give him great power. So one of these artifacts that I believe is something that he's searching for is that of the Dawnblade. Commander Farsight wields an ancient artifact weapon that is capable of stealing the souls of anything that he kills, and those souls, the lifespan, is then added to Farsight. That is why, although most Tau live about 40 to 50 years, Commander Farsight has been living on for hundreds of years, all thanks to the Dawnblade. The origins of the Dawnblade date back to Arthas Malak, a dead world that Farsight basically had to fight through scores of chaos demons to uncover the blade, and the origin of it is unknown, but it's pretty much confirmed to be demonic, or maybe Necron or something like that. Old One tech, perhaps. But hopefully we'll get some type of origin, some type of explanation as to what this blade actually is, and if it is capable of granting Vashtor the Archifane apotheosis into godhood, then we will definitely see the Farsight enclaves fighting against the forces of chaos, and it will be a pretty epic one. One thing though that kind of doesn't make this whole theory make sense is that the Tau Empire, they really don't have any power in the warp. The thing that allows chaos to see psychers and stuff like that is the power of the soul. So where humanity, their souls are like a campfire in the darkness of the warp, the souls of the Tau don't really have a psychic register, so they'll be more like a match in darkness. Chaos can still see them, but they'll be drawn more towards this bonfire than the match itself. However, maybe the Dawnblade is what is creating a tempest of flame, and that's what's drawing Vashtor and Chaos to it. So perhaps we'll see some type of, I don't know, maybe a huge shift in the Tau. Maybe the Farsight Enclave's Tau will get psychic powers through maybe Farsight becoming an avatar of Vashtor if he does ascend to become Chaos. So that would kind of give the Tau the duality of having the quote-unquote good guy Tau with like the Shadow Sun and the Ethereals, which are not good guys at all, and then you have the Chaos Tau, which if Farsight does pledge himself to Vashtor, all this innovation could be feeding him into becoming this chaos corrupted Tau with the Dawnblade. But who knows? Like I said, this is a theory that I'm throwing way out there, so anything could happen with this. It's really awesome to see that with the Tau's innovation into technology, we might get more battlesuits revealed. We might get new rules for the 8, which are the bodyguards for Commander Farsight. A thing about the 8 though is that throughout many editions, the 8 have been kind of a thorn in the side of GW. They're either going to be really good, but they're never really good together. and that's kind of how you want to play them, because they're 8 individual HQs with different weapons, different systems. You have a broadside in there, you have crisis suit commanders in there, you have a riptide in there, and there's no real synergy between the 8. And then if you do bring them, that's pretty much going to be your whole army, because they're about like 1,500 points or so. So you don't really have much to protect them. You're basically just playing a huge HQ bomb that will deal a bunch of damage, but probably lose in the subsequent turns. So it's interesting to see how these new Arks of Omen campaign books will integrate Farsight, the Farsight Enclaves, and the 8 with new rules, especially with the whole boarding actions. So hopefully they do it right this time, because I feel like every time they try to touch the 8, they can't make it make sense lore-wise, or they don't make them good on the tabletop. So not just that, but a few months back we did see that there's going to be new models, new sculpts for Commander Farsight. So it's pretty much confirmed that he's getting an awesome new sculpt, which is good, because the previous sculpt is just a little too small in comparison to like Commander Shadowsun. So to see Farsight come back with a brand new dynamic pose, maybe new armor, new weapons, it'd be interesting to see if he loses the Dawnblade. Say Vashtor does end up taking the Dawnblade from Farsight, will he have to create a new sword weapon? Will he have like a plasma weapon, like a lightsaber-esque sword, something Gundam-like? Or will he keep the Dawnblade, but maybe it will become more chaos corrupted, more tainted? Honestly, it's just pretty awesome to see a new sculpt for one of my favorite characters in the Tau Empire, or in general in all 40k, because I've been playing the Tau for a long time, and seeing how the lore for Farsight has evolved and kind of stayed stagnant, and now we're finally getting some really pretty epicness coming out with Vashtor, which is also a pretty awesome new dynamic into the 40k universe. So we'll see how these two clash, how they meld, and what exactly happens here. I think the safe play is just Vashtor goes in, takes the Dawnblade, uses it for what he needs to, but then the blade itself is still there, and then Farsight reclaims it or something like that, and then nothing happens. But I'm hoping that Vashtor takes Farsight as an avatar of his, and he becomes like corrupted by chaos, and as such, this whole segment of Tau, the Farsight Enclaves, becomes Chaos Tau. I don't think that'll happen, but that's kind of what I want to see. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you have any other theories for Vashtor and the Tau at the end of the Arks of Omen? Please let me know. Again, guys, thank you for all the subscriptions, all the likes, all the comments, all the shares. The channel is doing pretty good thanks to you guys lately, so let's keep that epicness going. Again, support can be found by just liking the video, commenting, sharing. But if you want to take that extra step, we do have a Patreon page where a simple $1 a month does help us put out these videos more often. And if you want to support us directly, super thanks is the best way of doing it. So thank you guys for that, and as always, it's been the Sound Alchemist, part of One Mind Syndicate, and I'll see you in the next one.